everybody. Welcome to a Stor.Guru update. Today I wanted to just give you a recap of how last week went. We are pretty excited to let you guys know that we have a few users signed up already. Special thanks to Jay, Felipe, and Dan. Thank you guys so much for actually going through and creating your guys' accounts. Yeah, and we also wanted to show you what we were working on over the past week. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, I'm going to log in. And this past week, we definitely had a few different things that we covered. There was a lot, the biggest thing was our emailing campaign that we started with all of our technical testers. We also have been working on a scanner rework, basically there's the InstaScan library that we were using previously. It was a little buggy, and unfortunately for our first couple of users, they ended up both having the same phone, the Motorola G6, I believe, and it was not fully scanning the QR codes, and I think it was partly because of the InstaScan library. So last week we decided to change directions with what QR code scanner we were going to be using. We're switching from InstaScan to JSQR, and yeah, there's been a lot of progress on it, and I think it's working pretty great. So yeah, with that, I think it was just by chance how we had our first two users having the same phone and the issue out there with it. But in the future, if everybody could potentially leave a comment down below or send us an email about what devices they were testing on and if they had a problem or not, that would really be great, because we definitely would appreciate knowing what problems we actually have to solve with regards to device support. So yeah, as you can see, I've logged in here, changing directions a little bit. I wanted to show you a new feature that's going to be up and coming in the next 0.5 release. This is the user page. You guys should be familiar with that by now. And you can see actually at the bottom of this page that we have this new section, and this is the billing section. I might want to move this to a separate page inside the user section of the application. So, excuse me, you just have billing all by itself. But right now it's just tacked on underneath the user profile information. So we're going to be associating billing information with users now, instead of going through the Stripe checkout process to create accounts and stuff. Now you'll have billing information just associated with your user, so potentially it'll help in the whole process, and it also keeps us inside the application and without having to bump out to Stripe to do any authentication and stuff. So right now, I just want to go through and show you a little bit of how to add like a new card. So you can put a name, card 1, and then some details. And bam, there we go. That looks great. So you'll have this card now on your user, so you can use that to create new accounts, and we can go and actually show what the new account page, create new account page looks like. So right now, you can click this button, and then it will either the monthly or the yearly plan. We still have those as the two main plans now, but you can click the sign up button. And then that'll bring you straight to a checkout system that you'll need. So you can say, like, account 2, test And then this drop down is kind of cool because it'll allow you, and you guys can't see this, but it's a pop-up on my page, and there's the card that's pre-selected that we just entered previously, or this also brings you, you can select add a card, and it'll bring you to that same add a card section later. You'll just hit save card, and the card will get added to this payment method drop down here. And then once that card is saved, you can make sure you have it highlighted here in this payment method section, and then just hit subscribe. I'm going to use the card that I just added previously, and then press subscribe. And you'll see how a new confirmation comes up saying payment method ending in 4242, and then you just hit subscribe from here, and it'll go through, and the new account request is sent, and the server will get back to you. As you can see, this loading bar happens, and now the account has been created with the proper name and description already filled out. So yeah, that's definitely some good progress. Pretty excited to get that into the next release for everybody. This means though that everybody's current accounts will go through a deactivation phase, because the data will have to get changed from using the Stripe checkout to a this new system that we're using. And yeah, so just be advised, with the new release update, all accounts will be deactivated, and the owner of the account will have to enter a new credit card and go through a similar process to reactivate your account again. But it shouldn't be too hard, and I hope that it ends up being a pretty seamless process and sets us up better in the long run. With the new scanner update, I wanted to show you guys a little bit of the progress we've been making. So right now we have a version of the scanner library that we'll be using. It's up on one of our Stor.Guru test applications. So if you go to 127.Stor.Guru/scanner2, and I'll put that link in the description, you should see a page similar to this. Just a start and a stop scanner button. And I can actually move this down for you guys so you can see the URL that we're using. Oh, that's a little small. But it does say 127.Stor.Guru/scanner2. And in here, what you guys can do is test out the scanner. And I'm only going to have it open for a couple seconds before closing it. So the scanner module, you can use this to start and stop, and you'll see that it comes up with the same settings that you typically see in the application. It's just a little formatted a little bit differently, but it works really well. Let's see if we can actually get it so we can show some settings. Cool, great. So yeah, you guys can see these settings here. They update pretty much in real time, which is great. The zoom, you can zoom in and out. Yeah, I'm going to stop it again here. The video gets a little bit messy because it's loading a lot of data, and I don't want to get it out of sync. And I'll just talk about it from here. But so potentially, we'd like you guys to try and go to this page maybe and test it out, because we want to know if your device potentially is going to be able to use this. We've already contacted those couple of people who have the G6, the Motorola G6 phones, and that does actually work for them, which is great. We're super excited that this new library switch, we believe it'll work for this or for them, and yeah. So if with regards to potentially sending us your guys' models of your phone, if you could go here and check and see if it actually works on your phone, that would really help us out. That would be the number one thing. And if it doesn't work, that's almost what when we'd really like you to potentially go through and maybe write an issue report for us. So we still have the issue report section up on our website. So if you want, definitely refer to the issue reporting video. But it's just the link for that is Stor.Guru/issues. And other than that, I think that about covers it. Again, we were really excited. A lot of progress last week. Lots of big changes coming in this next release. Be sure to create your guys' accounts and get started on it. We'd like to hear how you guys are doing with it, and we're really excited to achieve organizational Zen together. So, yeah, all right. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.